things your therapist may never tell you. Number one, I've been playing with my dog today, y'all. I'm one of those people now that have dog hair on the clothing. Ooh, you're trifling. Okay, I'm gonna take a bath. It's cool. Anyway, 3 things your therapist may never tell you. Number one, we know when you're lying. We may not call you out on it because it may not be the appropriate time. But we have some therapists that are non-confrontational. And I don't mean confrontational like in your face, like, but like confrontational, like, so tell me, what did you mean about this? Because before you said this and now you said this, right? Just to kind of clarify things. And sometimes people misspeak. Sometimes people misunderstand, or sometimes people may remember things differently, or something different may come up and trigger something else. But when you're absolutely lying, we know when you're lying. You have tails, right? We may not tell you, but you have tails. And also, although we have boundaries, we do think about you. If you've had a rough session or a really good session, right? And we see something that may remind us of you, we do think of you. Some of us pray for our clients if it's okay, to pray for our clients. But we do hold our clients in high regard, right? It's not just a job for most of us. We do it because we want to see you heal from trauma and become your very best self. So we do think of you outside of the office. We'll probably never tell you that, right? Because we don't want it to be weird and we don't want to cross any personal boundaries with you. But there are times that you cross our mind, and then we have to redirect ourselves because it's still an emotional, intellectual, mental boundary, right? So we still need to make sure we're not ruminating on sessions after sessions. And third, we can tell if you've been doing the work. So say you're working on a goal and your goal is to identify any personal toxic traits, right? And then you come to our next session and I say, okay, so what toxic traits have you identified? Of course, I'm going to give you a list to reference from. You can add more to it so that you'll have, some choices there. And if you start tiptoeing or dilly-dallying, we know if you did the work or not. And for me, it was common to have clients who could not finish their homework because you're working jobs, you have kids, you have a life, or you just need to sleep. So we just do the exercise in my office, which is fine because we get to work together and I get to, see your process to see how you get things to work. But even if you may not do the physical homework, right, we can tell if you've been doing the emotional work as well. So if you really want to change and you need some motivation to help keep you on task, it's good to ask your therapist for some tools to help you stay on task and to hold you accountable during the week if you need that extra little push of motivation. A lot of people come to therapy so we can tell them how bad everyone else in their life is. And that's fine. We'll identify some toxic traits in the people that you tell us about. But our main concern is helping you to heal, right? And to forgive. So forgiveness essentially is identifying that somebody did something to hurt you and you making a decision to heal from that thing, no longer requiring them to provide you with anything to make that happen, right? So it alleviates them from the need of fixing it. You're taking responsibility, you're owning it, you're going to fix yourself. And that gives you freedom and you're empowered to not have to rely on someone else for your healing. If you are in therapy, be honest with your therapist, okay? Tell us, let us know. I did this, I did that, right? We're here to help you. We're not going to judge you. We're going to give you resources and tools. We're going to show you how to cope. There are many benefits for going to therapy. Be honest with your therapist. That's my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. It's free.